Your cat's been acting a bit off lately, right? Don't ignore it. Those small changes, like sudden weight loss, hiding more often, or even over-grooming, might be a sign of something much more serious. Cat depression is real, and if you don't catch the signs early, it could spiral fast. Today, we'll uncover the hidden signs your cat is depressed and how to stop things from getting worse. If you brush it off as a passing issue, it could escalate into a chronic problem. Let's dive into the first sign you could be missing. 1. Digestive problems. Did you know that stress can wreak havoc on your cat's digestive system? That's sudden vomiting or diarrhea. It's your cat's body reacting to overwhelming anxiety. Treating the symptoms helps, but if their emotional needs aren't addressed, things could escalate fast. So get them checked by the vet immediately and start paying attention to what's stressing them out. But digestive problems are only the tip of the iceberg. Things can get even more concerning if your cat starts doing this next one. 2. Spraying all over the place. Imagine walking into your living room. You find that unmistakable smell. Your cat has sprayed again. It's easy to think this is just bad behavior, but here's the truth. Spraying is one of the clearest signs your cat feels out of control and vulnerable. And if this behavior continues unchecked, it's not just your home that's at stake. It's your cat's well-being. The more they spray, the more trapped they feel in a cycle of anxiety, and it will only get harder to break. Instead of just cleaning up next time, take a closer look at their body language. A low tail, ears pinned back. These are all signs that your cat is struggling emotionally. And if that sounds alarming, wait until you hear about the subtle signs that are easy to miss, but right in front of you. 3. Over-grooming. Grooming is a cat's way of relaxing, right? But when they start licking themselves until their fur is patchy or their skin becomes raw, this is no longer about cleanliness. It's a sign of deep emotional distress. Cats groom a lot, so how can you tell if it's excessive? It's actually pretty simple. The first clue is in their fur. If they're over-grooming, you'll notice patchy areas, typically on the belly, near the tail, the front legs, or the inner thighs. If left untreated, over-grooming can lead to serious skin infections and further stress. So, take action before it's too late. As troubling as over-grooming is, changes in eating habits can signal something even deeper. 4. Appetite swings. One day, your cat is devouring everything in sight, and the next day, they won't even look at their food. It might seem like they're just being picky, but these wild appetite swings are often their way of showing you they're emotionally overwhelmed. If you ignore these swings, they could develop into long-term eating disorders, leading to malnutrition or obesity. And both could severely impact their health. Watch how they react to their meals. Are they hesitating, rushing, or even avoiding their bowl? These are all red flags. And if you thought appetite swings were surprising, let's talk about something even more hidden. Changes in their litter box habits. Has your cat suddenly started avoiding the litter box or obsessively using it? This isn't just a matter of preference. They might be using the litter box as a stress relief tool. Leaving this behavior unchecked could lead to your cat developing serious bladder issues, which are painful and difficult to treat. So how can you tell? Watch them after they use the litter box. Are they rushing out? Digging frantically? These are all signs they're not comfortable. But there's one more misconception we need to clear up. Purring doesn't always mean happiness. 6. Purring for comfort. After a loud noise or a stressful encounter, your cat starts purring. Seems normal, right? But if your cat's body is hunched, their muscles stiff, or their ears pinned back, that purr isn't a sign of happiness. It's a coping mechanism. Imagine being overwhelmed and having no way to speak up. That's exactly what's happening to your cat. So offer comfort and let them know they're not alone. But what if your cat doesn't stay silent or just purr quietly through their stress? What if instead they can't stop talking? Have you noticed your usually quiet cat suddenly talking nonstop? There's something far deeper going on. Experts say that if that meowing is paired with pacing or you see their tail flicking nervously, it's a red flag, anxiety bubbling to the surface. Sharp meows, drawn-out yowls, or low growls are their way of saying, "Something's wrong, and I need help." And if you overlook this surge in vocalization, their stress can escalate into more serious emotional distress. 8. Loss of energy. Has your once playful kitty turned into a couch potato, lounging all day with a drooped tail and flattened ears? As you watch, even the jingling of their favorite toy doesn't make them budge? At first glance, it may seem harmless, just a lazy cat, right? It's easy to dismiss it as tiredness, but what if it's anxiety or sadness? Imagine seeing your lively, energetic cat fade into a shell of who they were, unable to find joy in anything. It's heartbreaking. So take a look at their body language. Is their tail tightly tucked or their ears drooping? They're signs of emotional exhaustion. But what if they've disappeared entirely? Yes, it could be another sign of cat depression. 9. Hide and seek, but only hiding. Imagine coming home and your cat is nowhere to be found. No purring, no playful noise. It's like they've vanished. The truth is, they're not only hiding physically but also retreating emotionally. And the longer they hide, the more disconnected they become from you and their surroundings. If you notice your cat flattening their body while hiding, their pupils are dilated. They're seeking safety due to anxiety. Don't ignore it. But what happens when the opposite is true, when your cat's emotional distress doesn't slow them down but winds them up? 10. Hyper mode. Wait, didn't we just talk about lazy cats? Well, here's the twist. Sometimes, emotional distress doesn't cause your cat to slow down. It makes them hyperactive. If your cat is suddenly darting around the house, knocking things over, or pacing nervously, it's nervous energy, and your cat doesn't know how to handle it. And if you don't intervene, this can escalate to destructive behavior, where your cat could accidentally hurt themselves, or worse, someone else. Watch for the signs. Dilated pupils, flicking ears, tense posture. These are signals that your cat is overwhelmed. You need to calm them before their stress gets the better of them. And if you thought hyperactivity was bad, things can take a darker turn when your cat's stress turns into aggression. 11. Picking fights. Has your once gentle kitty suddenly started lashing out, swatting at you or other pets for no reason? This isn't just about being cranky. Your cat is emotionally overwhelmed. Aggressive behavior can lead to serious injuries, both for you and for them. Look for the early signs: flattened ears, swishing tails, low growls. These are your cat's way of telling you they're not coping well. You might be wondering, what's causing all this? The truth is, your cat's environment plays a huge role in their emotional well-being. Well, there are several reasons. If health problems have been ruled out, it's often something in their environment causing stress. Things like being separated from you, losing a housemate, visiting the vet, or changes in their routine, such as moving, construction work, or even a new baby, can all trigger signs of distress. So, what can you do? First, take a moment to reflect. Has anything changed recently? A new pet, a move, or even a shift in your schedule could be unsettling for your cat. Cats thrive on routine, and even small disruptions can throw them off. Create a safe, quiet space where they can feel secure. Stick to a steady routine and offer lots of affection. But if the signs persist, don't hesitate. Reach out to your vet or a behaviorist. While some cats recover quickly, others may need extra support and time. Remember, your cat needs you to notice when they're struggling. If any of these signs sound familiar, take action now. But that's not all. Your cat might also be secretly saying, "I love you," in ways you've never noticed. Want to know how? Check out my next video here and discover the hidden love signals. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time here on The Unbeatable Cat.